Hello friends, welcome to Gate Termination. In this video, I will be solving the questions of DC machines of Gate 2015 Set 1. So let's begin. So here is the first question, and in this question you have to find out the output torque produced. So first of all, I have extracted all the data given in the question. And now I will find out the back EMF produced. So we know the formula of back EMF is E is equal to P phi NZ upon 60A. Therefore EB will be equal to 4 into 0.01 into 1000 into 666 divided by 66 into 60 into 2, and the value of EB turns out to be 222 volts. But we know that EB is equal to Vt minus Ia into Ra. Hence Ia will be equal to 230 minus 222 divided by Ra, which is 0.267. Hence the armature current is equal to 29.96 amperes. Now the power developed is equal to EB into Ia, which is equal to 222 into 29.96, which turns out to be 6651.12 watts. The output power will be equal to the difference of the power developed and the rotational losses. Hence Pout is equal to 6651.12 minus 600, which is equal to 6051.12 watts. We know that power is equal to torque into omega, where omega is the speed in radians per second. Therefore P is equal to T into 2 pi into n upon 60, where n is the speed in RPM. Hence the output torque will be equal to Pout into 60 divided by 2 pi into n, which is equal to 6051.12 into 60 divided by 2 pi into 1000, which turns out to be 57.78 Newton meter. In this question, you have to find out the time required for the voltage across capacitor to reach 25 volts. Again in this question, I have extracted all the data given and have drawn the armature circuit of a separately excited DC generator. Now during open circuit condition, the armature current is equal to 0. Hence Eg1 will be equal to the open circuit voltage, which is equal to 200 volts. Now we know that the flux is directly proportional to the field current. Hence phi2 upon phi1 will be equal to If2 upon If1, which is equal to 0.5. And we also know that E is equal to Ke into phi into omega m, which is equal to Kn into phi into n, where n is the speed in RPM. Hence Eg1 upon Eg2 will be equal to phi1 into n1 upon phi2 into n2. Hence Eg2 will be equal to 0.25 into 200, which turns out to be 50 volts. Now let me draw the armature circuit of DC generator once again, but this time across the terminals there will be a capacitor connected. This is plus minus Eg2, and over here is the capacitor, and the voltage across the capacitor is Vc of t. So Vc of infinity will be equal to Eg2, since the capacitor will get charged up to the source voltage, which is equal to 50 volts. And we know that the charging equation of a capacitor Vc of t is equal to Vc of infinity into 1 minus in e raised to minus t upon Rc. Now on putting Vc of t is equal to 25 volts, we get 25 is equal to 50 into 1 minus e raised to minus t upon 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 3. Therefore 0.5 is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 10 raised to 4t. Hence e raised to minus 10 raised to 4t will be equal to 0.5. Thus we can calculate the value of t, and the value of t turns out to be equal to 69.3 microseconds. So the correct answer is option B. In this question you have to find out the full load armature current of the motor. This is the data given in the question, where N0 is the no load speed, NFL is the full load speed, and N2 is the speed at a certain load. So now first of all I will find out the no load back EMF, which is EB0, which is equal to VT0 minus IA0 into RA, which is equal to 200 minus IA0 is 0, which is equal to 200 volts. Now we know that E is equal to KE into phi into omega m, which is equal to Kn into phi into n, where n is the speed in RPM. Therefore EB0 upon EBFL will be equal to N0 upon NFL. Hence we get EBFL will be equal to 200 into 500 divided by 1000, which turns out to be 100 volts. Now EBFL upon EB2 is equal to NFL upon N2. Therefore EB2 will be equal to 100 into 520 divided by 500, which turns out to be 104 volts. Now the torque is directly proportional to the armature current, that is T is equal to KE into phi into IA. Therefore T2 upon TFL will be equal to IA2 upon IAFL. Hence we get IA2 is equal to 0.5 IAFL. Once again I am drawing the armature circuit of the separately excited DC motor when the armature current is equal to IA2 and the terminal voltage is VT2 and the back EMF generated is EB2. So we can write that VT is equal to VT2 is equal to EB2 plus IA2 into RA, which is equal to 104 plus 0.5 IAFL into 1, since RA is equal to 1 ohm. Let's name this as equation number 1. Now similarly VFL will be equal to EBFL plus IAFL into RA, which is equal to 100 plus IAFL into 1, which is IFL. Since it is already given in the question that VFL is equal to VT2, instead of VFL I can put here VT2, and let us name this as equation number 2. So on equating both the equations we get 104 plus 0.5 IAFL is equal to 100 plus IAFL, and on solving the above equation we get the value of full load current as 8 amperes. So this is the correct answer.